to the channel that takes out the fluff and gives you quick, compact, straight to the point lessons to get you back to working on your craft ASAP. I'm your host, Brett, and you're watching Learn That. Today, I'll be giving you 6 more tips that, if used, will make a huge difference in how you play and sound. Before we get going, if you haven't checked out my other video with 7 tips for beginners, I would suggest watching that either before or after this one to get the full package, which I will link in the description below. All right, let's get into it. Tip number 1, use a thinner pick. Playing with a thicker pick is hard, and it's good to want to challenge yourself. However, learning dynamics properly is important, and starting with a thinner pick will make it easier to practice that and will give you more room for error. The thicker the pick, the more likely it will get caught on the strings, which can hurt your ability to work on other things. It's not shameful at all to start with a thin pick. In fact, it's the best way to go. Learn how to play soft and loud with a thin pick, and then gradually go up in size. Tip number 2, sing or hum along. The benefits of singing or humming along with your playing are huge. Not only does it help you stay in rhythm and time, but it will also help your brain pick up on how to play alongside other instruments if you ever choose to do so. Because we typically sing in a different rhythm than the guitar, it challenges the brain to connect the two, making you a better player and performer, even if you aren't a singer. Make sure you hum or sing to your playing for at least part of your session.
I'm singing along to this song. Oh, I made it up with my mom. What is this song about? Oh, can you help me out? What is this song about? Oh, can you help me out?
Tip number 3, memorize the fretboard. All right, don't freak out. You don't have to have every note memorized on the fretboard before you do anything else. But knowing what notes are where on the fretboard will be key in taking your playing to the next level later on. If you do this consistently, you'll be amazed at how much more sense the guitar will make and at how quickly you'll pick up new licks and chords. So start by just saying each note out loud as you work your fingers up and down each string. Go from low to high and then high to low. Tip number 4, curl your wrist more. This simple trick will dramatically improve your precision in playing if you aren't doing it already. Most beginners don't quite curl their wrists enough, which makes them slower and sloppier. When your wrist is too flat, you'll end up pressing down with the underside of your fingers instead of the tips, which almost always results in unwanted muted strings. Use your forearm muscles to curl that wrist around the neck. One exercise you can use for this is curling your fingers in and out of a fist while flexing your wrist. Tip number 5, be a soft strummer. Soft strumming will not only make you sound more professional, but will also improve your rhythm. This is because it's generally harder to maintain rhythm when you have less momentum from your arm, which helps you stay on beat. When we play softly, we also tend to play more slowly, which can increase the chance of catching your pick on the strings, creating a good challenge for pick control. For each song you practice loud, play it again soft and see how quietly you can play it while staying on beat. Lastly, tip number 6, stand up, dummy. This last tip is a great little trick you can use to challenge your playing. Sitting down while playing may help you see what you're doing and improve your playing when starting out, but eventually you'll need to be able to feel how you play, not just see it. And standing up is the best way to do that. Obviously, you'll need a guitar strap in order to do this, so if you don't have one, check out the links below for a few good budget straps and buy one immediately because you'll need it anyway. Practice 5 minutes of standing playing each session. All right, there you have it. Those are 6 more tips that you must incorporate into your playing in order to sound like you actually know what you're doing. As I said before, I would also check out my video outlining 7 tips, which I will link in the description below, as well as the other videos on my channel that are sure to improve your playing. As always, thank you so much for joining me and Learn That. And remember, the more you learn it, the more you enjoy it. So please consider subscribing and building your craft with us. Have a good one.